Now we're recording. Want to just introduce yourself real quick before we get into the brass tacks of the process of comedy, what everybody wants to hear about?
Hello, I'm Kyle Eric. I'm Kylesofunny508 on Instagram. I'm not surprised if you ain't heard about me. I've been doing it for like 2 seconds.
You will hear about him, though. His art, I gotta say, honestly, like watching you grow so quickly is really, it's affirmed me, and it gives me, I don't want to say it's envy or anything like that. It just gives you an itch that makes me want to go do more mics and get better, because that Cheeto bit and the repetitive, like, you know what I'm saying? I love jokes that formed like that, because that's like, it took, like, just the fact that, like, no, you're gonna laugh at this, no, you're gonna laugh at, like, and it continues and it builds, and it's just like, it's the same vein as like people do the Trump impression over and over, and it wasn't funny the first time, but eventually people just laugh out of obligation or something. But I love that bit, and I tried to do my own thing with the whole fuck up bit, but we don't need to talk about bits because that's not going to be interesting. Go ahead.
All right, so with the Cheeto bit,
oh, we're burning it here.
I messaged Jenna and I was like, "You think that Cheeto bit's good?" And she was like, "That Cheeto bit is amazing.
Yes.
You could go for 5 minutes off that bit."
Exactly.
And I was like, "Oh my God, I thought it sucked."
Oh no, it's also, you have to do it for you first of all, and don't worry about like if it sucks. I've seen everyone do bits over and over and over that it's for them, clearly. And the other thing is, a lot of people have told me, don't do your good, serious jokes at the mics. At our stage, it doesn't really matter because we're just trying to fucking figure out what's funny and what sticks in the brain of the drunk person watching us.
Yeah.
But, like, at a certain level, Cat Williams, like, if you go to L.A. right now and you go to an open mic, don't do your serious fucking jokes because they'll just take them because they're hungry out there. But if you went up there and did 8 minutes of the Cheeto shit, it kills confidently, and you know what I'm saying? It's just such a concept, and you're showing your skill without showing your full hand. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like saying that you can play the game.
Yeah, that sort of rides into like so like John Imperator had came up to me and said, "Yeah, you gotta." So I have a crack bit.
Go ahead.
Where I explain exactly how to smoke and cook crack, and then.
That's the Fall. That's Fall River. That's the face tats you can't see right now.
Yeah, you can't see.
That's real life.
You can't see what I look like,
yeah.
But like honestly, bro, like he was like, "Hey, you gotta build trust with the audience," and that was something I've been really thinking about. And I was like, "Hey, that Cheeto joke really hit hard."
And it gives them more of a tongue-in-cheek where they're comfortable laughing with you. And when I read Sam Tallent's book, Running the Light, he talks about how it's almost like a hypnotic state where you bring them in. You know what I'm saying? It's like you hit them with the, like, happy-go-lucky jokes, and then you can kind of guide them into deeper water. And that's where you can talk. And it's just like when you're cooking the crack and you got to drop it into the water. You can't just do it right away. You know what I'm saying? You do that crock pot to preheat. I like 2%. It's just, I love that, like, from Fall River, like, I was just watching Cops with my dad. He just broke it down, just explained it to me, everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, and that's just a path that, like, yep.
Yeah, exactly.
You are this separated from this. I'm going to explain it to you.
Yeah, like, it feels like sometimes I do my jokes and I get, like, them concerned looks, like, oh, yeah, I'm doing this joke because it's from real trauma. Like, yes, it's from real trauma. I done cook crack. I done all the shit I joke about. But, like, the reality of it is that, like, I don't do drugs. I've been away from drugs. I drink, I smoke. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't aware. Like,
that's
if
good
you
on
ain't,
you. Yeah, it's like,
you know what I mean?
And also, you're unapologetically yourself, and you're willing to share that with people. And in this day and age, there's a lot of shame that people carry, especially around those things. Like, people are drinking and they're ashamed of their drinking, and they can't, like, admit that they have a problem. They can't admit that, like, oh, I had to stop taking pills, or I had to stop, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a lot of things, because, like, as soon as I said I don't drink, it was like, oh, what happened? And it's like, it's never just like, oh, I was just so good at it, I stopped. You know what I'm saying? I just handled it so well that I cut back. No, we all need to have those singularities that, like, bring us to the point.
Exactly. Yeah. And it feels like, you know, my wife, I've been married for like 7 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for that. And it feels like my wife comes out and is like, oh, you're not representing what you are as a person, you know? And I feel like I know I'm not representing. I don't cook crack no more.
I know. Also,
you know what I mean?
You got to understand the biggest divide, which I had when I talked to like my girlfriend after she saw me do comedy. There's a character up there, and that's not me. It's a negative self, and Sigmund Freud would call it an id. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the embodiment of all my insane, crazy thoughts, and this is what lives inside all people, and that's what I'm trying to tap into. And the fact that, like, but you bringing it to people is what they like about you, because you have energy and you aren't embarrassed about it. All of my early mics, the reason I sucked so bad when I was at your stage, those first few months, the reason I was fucking eating shit was I was so scared. And I was so afraid to actually, like, say shit and be myself. And there's a lot of people that don't do that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that aren't genuinely themselves.
You know, so I say to my wife, I'm like, I'm so glad I got wasted at Pub on Park and went up and said all the stupid shit I said instead of saying what I thought was real comedy. You know, it's like... So my mentor is Corey. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Please.
No,
this is your episode. Corey Costa, shout out Corey
Costa at Corey Costa Comedy, and he said something to me that really resonated with me. He was like, "When you bomb, no one else cares." And I thought about that. I said, I've never cared when someone went up and did bad. Yeah. I've never thought in my head like, "Oh, that's a bad comic."
Yeah.
And I bombed really hard on a Tuesday night here at Wait and See. I love Wait and See.
Wait and See Comedy, Fall River, the Vets Hall, every Tuesday.
Hell yeah.
If you want to try comedy, it's a great place. If you want to see us do comedy, I come to like every single one of these I can. It really is the fucking best. He does
great.
I'm going to stay humble. I'm going to say, like, if I was that great, people would book me. But in addition to that,
I feel remember, the same way.
Yeah, I remember advice that I got from Will Wells, which was early on. Like I said, my biggest problem was anxiety and being comfortable sharing and being myself, which I'm loved. Every time you show your light to people, they love it and they enjoy it, even if they don't laugh. But what he said was, stop freaking out. No one's listening. And that was at a skew on a Tuesday night, and like
and you know right, I'm gonna give you the people listening. He might have been even there. So it was Veterans Day. I pulled out a bag of sugar and acted like it was a bag of Coke.
Yo, the props your first few mics were when you had, what was it, the Spider-Man light-up backpack and the binder.
Yes.
And the Narnia dude. I had not thought about Mr. Poppins.
So, right, when I started comedy, it was more like I respected Casey Rocket. People like Casey Rocket. People like Carrot Top.
Yes.
Shit like that. And it was more like I wanted to be like them. And I didn't realize, this is for all new comics, you know what I mean? Like, find your voice. Find what you want to do. Find that inner thing that you make jokes about. And my shit, like, it ain't even that deep. It's like finding jokes about cooking crack.
Yeah, well, we are trying to sell our perspective of people so that they can try and relate to it, so that they can see, like, oh, this is how I see those things as well. You know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
Because anything in the world, if you bring it through your perspective, is you. You are trying to leave your mark on something, and that's why hack shit doesn't last. That's why you can't keep writing those bits all day, because it's not your perspective. You need to take, whether it be the news, your life, your job, your issues with sex or anything, if you take that and you bring in your honest perspective and your feelings about it, it will resonate with people, because there's someone out there that feels like you. You need to understand. That's what comedy is really about, and that's what really got me into it early, is because I was like, wait, this person's saying all the fucked up shit bouncing around in my head. It was Doug Stanhope, it was Christopher Titus, and it's just hearing those perspectives in those one-man shows and them bringing the world into, like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't get that. I'm in fucking Newport, Rhode Island. I fucking don't see people that think the same way I do.
Like, so that person for me definitely was Corey Costa.
Yes.
And so the funny thing was, I started out like, oh, I really look up to this dude. I think he's funny. I'm going to say I look up to him. And all I thought about it when I said he was mentoring me, I did not know that shit claimed so much as it did. Luckily, I do good at comedy. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, please keep going.
I'm lucky I do good at comedy because I have someone like Corey Costa who pulls up and tells me, hey, this shit about you cooking crack is funny, but this shit about you shooting prostitutes, that shit ain't funny.
Yeah, and having that litmus test and having someone filter it through you, and also being able to say, hey, you're my mentor in this, and someone to be able to hear that and take that role for you, and understanding that dynamic, because a lot of people are scared to ask for shit. A lot of people don't want to be like, hey, like we're both comics, what's going on here? Like I have no idea what's going on, just show me the first 3 steps. And you got those first 3 steps and now you're already running, you know what I mean? And like I said, you've got your perspective, you talk about your life, and I appreciate too that you said like you cut out drugs and you come from a very stable place, you're married, you're at peace, and that's the mindset you want when you're stepping into something like this, because you can focus, and it's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's because you can genuinely love something, because loving anything, a person, a job, a passion, which is comedy, which is what we do, it comes from respect, because you need to respect it and you want to do good. I thought you fucking killed it tonight, and you were like, that's an average set. That was all right. Dude, if I got that amount of laughs and I was putting out that much passion, I'd be ecstatic. You know what I mean? But it's apples and oranges, and we all want to get, you know what I'm saying?
So it's like more like, so tonight I wasn't trying to sound more cocky. You know, I knew, okay, come down to it, I know people laughed. I know people were thinking I was funny, but I know there's a lot of comics that have been out there for 3-4 years. And
your boy.
Yeah, not even you.
Yeah, but keep going.
Nah, I ain't even talking about you. Like, you have been unextraordinarily nice to me. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Did I
good.
hit something?
It's still rolling. You're good.
Okay. And you have been unextraordinarily nice to me. Offered me a spot on your podcast. Like, there's some comics out here that get really bitter when you realize you make people laugh. You know what I mean? And it's like...
it is there's a resentment there with people because why aren't I doing it? It's like I tried to do this bit a long time ago and I couldn't get it going, where it was like having a nice shirt is a lot like having a No,
we're
honestly,
just doing comedy. This is a podcast.
We're doing a podcast. I just saw a few comics leave the mic, and they're all good guys, and they weren't doing anything bad.
Yeah, nothing going on over here.
So is there some type of event going on over here?
Yeah.
It's an open mic comedy. It already ended a few hours ago.
The police always showing up.
Near cars or under cars with a flashlight?
Oh, shit.
No, that's definitely... that's definitely someone that ain't with us.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we...
Yeah, I hope they don't look at my car. This shit's too expensive for me to fix it. Hey, have a blessed night, man.
Hey, be safe, man. Thank you. That was crazy. It shows hey, you got someone with face tattoos in the car.
Okay.
You got police showing up.
The first time an op has pulled up on my
That's
podcast.
crazy, and it's
not an op, a police officer.
It's
and
crazy.
This is comedy.
That is comedy. They saw me more than they saw you, and they were like, "Oh shit, let me see if this motherfucker was stealing catalytic converters."
Yeah, it's just like, my buddy got pulled over speeding too fast. And he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna act like I'm your driver, so we don't get a ticket right now." I told him on delay, man. He doesn't speak English. Just let me know.
No. So back to what we were talking about.
Yeah, what were we talking about?
So we were talking about how open micers, and I don't feel it's so
there's
right.
I was talking about my bit. I'm sorry. Let me get this.
No, you're
so
right.
It's like you have a nice shirt, and have you ever had someone steal clothes from you? Like they're like that nice shirt would look better on me, and they would take that from you.
Exactly.
Or it's just like, or if you have a hot girlfriend who's like, he ain't fucking that right. I should do that. But no one knows what it is to wear that shirt or be in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what it comes with, and you gotta just make your own kind of music. You gotta love your fucking self and stop envying Playboy Cardi.
Exactly. Like, I don't have people come up to me and say, like, hey, I think the way you talk is racist. Like, I think the way you
heard that.
And this was someone. This wasn't a white person, and that's all I'm finna say about it. You know what I mean? And he came up to me and said
anything racial, but keep going.
No, I don't say. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up. So my difference between all these suburban motherfuckers, And that's just me being funny. I love
got
these
you.
motherfuckers. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But like, the difference between me in that comic was that I knew he grew up suburban.
Mm-hmm.
I knew the way I was talking wasn't nothing. Because
Yes.
I done grew up around people that done thought the same way. Grew up as... The best way I could say it is that they didn't grow up at the same economy level as me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
I grew up poor. And Ralphie May, I love him.
Great fucking comic.
Great comic.
10 out of 10.
And he has that joke about how, you know, there ain't you don't see no color when you eating out of a bowl that's stained with chili. You know what I mean? Like,
we're
he
all
has
living
that
the same struggle. And Mark Norman talks about growing up in a black neighborhood too. And
I admire him quite a bit.
And he also said, "Yo, we were the only white kids in the neighborhood, and they'd break into our house all the time because they thought we were rich because we were white, and they'd break in, and they'd be like, you don't have shit. We don't have shit. Why are we breaking into your house all the time when you don't have shit?" And again, a lot of, if you see personal attacks in that way, like, I don't believe I've ever heard you say something racist, but if people that say things like that, you have to understand that that's an insecurity in them. Any personal attack on your character, if you are a self-actualized person that can admit they've done wrong, that is living their truth, it is, people will attack you with their own insecurities. People will project their own fear onto you.
Yeah, no, so with that whole racist thing, he was like, okay, so
what
back
was go ahead.
So it was more like he was like, yo, you going up there and talking about your vernacular, I don't even really know what that means.
Yeah, that's a
like
5-star word. I gotta Google that too.
Hey, and if you ever been to an open mic, you probably know who this kid is because he's done roasted you. You know what I mean? Like, it's like every time you're a new comic, this guy goes up and has a million things to say about you and sits in the corner all night writing shit down just to go up and roast people. The thing I have to say is, like, you know, making fun of people is easy. Making something funny is not easy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because, I understand. And roasting is a big comedic thing now. Like, that's a whole culture of roast battles, but I digress. And I understand that that person in the corner is probably just trying to figure out a way to connect to people and doesn't know how to do it another way. As middle school as it is, like, rubbing boogers in someone's backpack just so they fucking hate you.
I don't know how long you've been doing it.
Yeah.
But, like, I know you've been doing it, and you don't go up and personally think, hey, how am I going to make fun of this person? How am I going to make fun of that person?
It's people that take shots at each other.
Easy,
that's what bothers me.
It's hacky.
Because the other thing, I don't want... Because you're not going to be there next time I do comedy. I'm trying to do this for me, and I'm trying to say my shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, this is my time. This is what I drive out and do on my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday night. And this is... Why would I give you my time?
Exactly.
Why would I waste my fucking brain space thinking about you if I don't want to work with you, if I don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to fuck you? Why would I waste my time thinking about you?
Exactly, and like a lot of these comics don't fuck on the regular.
I mean, incels, all of us, the stone cold incels. People do it, and I mean, there is the, like, we will say the ratios of comedy. If I remember, like, I was like, yo, I'm gonna get comedy, I'm gonna be so funny, and I'm gonna get mad girls, and that's
a lie.
Not. You don't get into this for that.
So,
if you try getting into this, if you want to get girls, learn how to dance and sing.
So,
if you want to get girls,
yeah, exactly.
Smell good, keep your hair cut, and someone will like you. Go to a bar. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that shit, you can max out those fucking aura things all day. Don't listen to fucking Andrew Tate about, like, a woman's place and everything. Be nice.
Exactly.
Be nice. That's it.
There's one thing that's been happening. It's like a new phenomenon. You probably ain't heard of it.
Okay.
But it's like all these new comics are showing up with, like, 9 people. And it's like, bro, I wish... So I showed up with 3 people. Me, my wife, and her friend. Yeah. And, bro, I wish her friend wasn't there the first time I did comedy.
Yep.
And I wish someone was there to tell me, hey... Don't show up with your friends to do comedy.
Yep.
And there was this kid on Friday night. He showed up with like 20, 30 people. Bro, it was your second time doing comedy. That's how you lose friends. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it's actually no. I don't think. I will say 2 things about that.
I know you're trying to keep face.
I will. I'm going to say 2 things about that, and I'm going to say that support's good when it's there. it's also you're not getting what you can out of the open mic, bringing your friends to it. If you're doing a bringer show at the Comedy Connection, that's the time to call those people. But the other thing is, people want to love you, people want to support you, but it's not going to be there all the time, and you can't get used to it being there. You cannot get used to having that there, and it will also. What makes me more uncomfortable than fucking people I know in the mic or people I know in the audience, nothing. If I had my mom and dad out there, I'd be uncomfortable as hell. There's a reason people don't do this at their local church, bro. I'm out there fucking talking about my balls.
Exactly. And it's like...
And then, now you're in front of your wife and her friend, and you can talk about that shit in front of your wife, because your wife knows you, and it's deep. But now your wife's friend's hearing about your balls and foreskin, and now that's uncomfortable.
But, like, even at that... I feel like bringing your wife to open mics, like, she hates that Cheeto joke because she think I'm making jokes about her.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's not, and it's higher than that. It's more about the Cheeto.
It's more about the Cheeto dust on your fingers that I'm making a joke about. You know what I mean?
To me, it's a story. Because, and it's also you're dragging one specific thing that is funny, which is Cheetos, because there's so many variations, and they kind of get stuck and they stain things, just like our sins or anything bad in the world. But you're dragging that Cheeto, and all the way from the beginning, you're dragging it through a whole lifetime, and that you describe a person's entire life in that. You know what I'm saying? There's someone that lived that exact life, or half of it. And that's what it is. And what you're doing is you're bringing in something stupid enough as Cheeto dust to make it able to say, like, the person got married, they got divorced, this and that. This and that.
It's like it don't...
Night, guys.
We got...
Okay. It's okay.
I'm going to tell him.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
we're doing the podcast. It's okay. Oh, wait. Yeah. Actually, that is funny. A cop rolled by and said people were looking at cars.
Me. We're on a podcast.
Yeah, it's weird.
A cop stopped us and was like, "Hey, did you see any motherfuckers stealing catalytic converters?"
I swear to God, this happened
crazy.
10 minutes ago. Yeah, so if there's
Hey, he's got to stop driving with me.
Okay.
Okay, they don't think it's funny. It's bombs.
It's okay.
It bombs. I tell jokes that all the time.
That's just real life, and it's funny because we know these people. We're not yelling at strangers. They're gonna hear it on the
podcast.
It's okay. Those two people are the least likely to listen to our podcast at all because they get a dose of us every week.
Yeah, they're like, we're sick of this motherfucker. Hey, out of anyone,
okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna pull this shit up.
Okay.
Hey, to be honest, when you're
yes.
So, I'm not saying I'm good. I'm not saying I'm better than anyone.
No, I heard someone. I heard someone say tonight, "Oh, he's a natural."
Yes.
Yeah, and that's high praises. That's
I
good.
noticed more than anything, and I had talked to one of my close friends about it. People get bitter.
Yep.
And it's not those two people we talk to.
Oh yeah.
They're very nice.
We're all the way back to this actually. Yeah, people get mad when other people
get very bitter. I notice when you're doing very good and you're able to speak your truth.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going up and speaking my truth. If I make people laugh, I'm not trying to step on you for doing comedy for 5 years. You know what I mean? And that has nothing to do with the people that just pulled up. They're actually, if anything, people like them have been more supportive and more nice and messaging me back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, about the bits and that they're funny and stuff like that. I'm gonna actually back up so that she can get out. And
I really enjoy this.
But also living your truth and that kind of thing you're explaining is very good and important. And I also understand when you describe the resentment, because there are people that are scared and they're still fighting through that shame and stuff like that and trying to figure out who they are. And the biggest thing is you cannot be mad at someone for trying to figure out that shit. You can just keep letting your own thing happen until they realize, oh, this is the trick and this is how you do it.
Exactly.
And the scariest thing, the scariest thing in the world to me, Kyle?
What?
Is never figuring it out. I get grateful every time. Every time I get the tiniest little bit of laugh, every time someone says, say something decent on the fucking podcast, I'm so grateful because deep down, my biggest fear and the biggest shame is I'm going to do this for 10 years and still suck at it and still just have no grasp on anything. But it's not true, and that's just the deepest anxiety. That's what keeps people from doing anything. That's what keeps people from taking that first step. And were you scared to do comedy the first time you did it? What were you
man,
excited?
so the first time I did comedy was at Pub on Park. Shout out Steven DiNuccio. Man, he's
Brutal
a cool guy.
fucking mic, but keep going.
That is a brutal mic. And so I had someone hit me up. I ain't gonna drop no names.
Yeah.
I had someone hit me up. So my wife's a tattoo artist. She's very popular in the city by people. And and he had messaged me. He was like, "Hey, I know your wife's very popular. I want you to come out to this mic. I really would appreciate it if you showed up to this mic." Luckily, I had ran it by someone, and they were like, "Don't show up to that mic. This is the first time they ever done a mic."
Yeah.
And I had gone to Pub on Park.
Yeah.
Luckily, I did that because these people that are representing this mic that I was supposed to go to were really racist and really into like really bad shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I've never heard of a mic that was like bad like that.
but like
there's like some evil going on.
So like, it's more like you're banned from 4 mics out here.
Oh, the association.
Yes, yeah. And it's like, and I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't pull up to that shit. Let me get back to it. So the first time I went up, I was very drunk. And I wouldn't have done it unless I was very drunk. I pulled up with mad people, and I wish I didn't. You know what I mean? Like, people really get upset about you doing bad. Never mind other comedians doing bad. And you're at an open mic. I brought friends.
Yes.
I lost friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
and it's crazy because like you can't imagine like. The price is just so weird and you don't understand it. Like, you're mad about me doing this. Like, you have your whole own damn life and this bothers you.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have all of God's grace and you're going to waste pain on me.
Exactly.
Which is also, it's a fuel. It's just like anything.
So it's like, I feel like more like that was more like a representation of me not being ready, me being too arrogant.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
you need that spark of arrogance to do it, though. You
but
need
like,
to
I
have
also
that
feel
belief.
like I'm so lucky to have the mentor I have.
Yeah, shout out Corey.
Shout out Corey.
Corey Costa, Kinsman, open mic, Friday nights in Bristol. We got
About
Connor
9:30
Harrington,
p.m.
Harrington.wave, playing the music, the jams every time before it.
And he's
been on the
great.
show. Yeah, he's been one of the most viewed episodes, actually. Shout out Connor. Fuck.
And to be honest, shout out Corey.
Yeah.
Shout out John. They're very
Shout out John
great.
for starting that mic. That mic did a lot for me in terms of like getting in front of many people that weren't comics. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Exactly,
people popped
and
out.
it's like you show up every week there. Like I say to Corey, I'm like, that's the best place to try your best shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's like the only place that has a real crowd. That's the only place that really shows up every week, other than comics. You know, like tonight's like
comics. We're all having fun, but it feels more like a writer's room or like we're doing theater. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's more like a writer's room. Friday nights is more like a show.
Yep. And,
you know?
And I mean, Pat O'Neill, I think you started before he left, but like
that's crazy.
He would show up at the very end of that mic every time, and he would just kill.
My question is,
what got him going?
How do you feel knowing that's been all right? So it's like you look up his Instagram. As someone that started a month ago, okay, you look up his Instagram, you see he has all these followers, and it's all of his top liked videos are at the Kinsman.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? You know what I mean? Like, does it make you feel more motivated, or does it make you feel discouraged?
Because I like, you gotta understand, if my comedy doesn't work, the room gets dead silent, flatline, and it's dead.
It's hard.
But I was doing comedy, and then he would go on after and still bring it back and bring back laughs. Sam did it last time. Sam Pelletier did it last time I was at Kinsman when I bit the bullet.
Yeah.
I bit the bullet, did dumbass shit, nobody liked it, and then Sam came in, tagged like 3 of my bits, and got pops and laughs. And seeing Pat O'Neill was one of my favorites from the beginning. I remember I did a bit about euthanasia, about like assisted suicide.
Yeah.
And then he came up right after me and he was like, I love euthanasia. Those young Asian men that can play the violin and stuff like that. And I was just like, and like that magic and all of that shit right there really, it is a motivator, and it is nice. And seeing him on Kill Tony and seeing how he fit so perfectly into that was great.
I'm just shocked.
And
all right,
yeah, he wasn't
between you and I, that Kill Tony thing. I'm very shocked they didn't give him a golden ticket.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what
he's
I
good
mean?
enough. He's
Like,
100%
that
good
was
enough.
like one of the
Well,
better sets of the whole night,
yeah.
and I was like, "Oh my god, this
Have
guy
you-
should have got it."
Yeah, but have you ever seen you know about Ralphie May? You mentioned Ralphie
I
May,
love
and you know
Ralphie
how he was
May,
on
man.
Last Comic Standing.
Hell yeah.
And he just ate it alive every single set, and he got
Yes.
straight to the top. If you watch his comedy store story about it, he says, and then they told me when I was like coming in to get second place, they were like, "It's because you're obese. They don't want to give a TV deal to a fat guy."
Yeah,
And that's literally it. And you got to understand that it
with
will.
my tattoos, I understand.
Yeah, and you will, like, there's a million things. It's just like you lose friends. You don't know what the cost is, and you also don't know what your ceiling is. And you can't be mad when you hit those highs. You just got to diligently keep climbing up. The key to life, my mom keeps telling me, is not to go into things with expectations. Don't expect that person to be sitting there. If you're trying to make a joke about someone sitting at there, I remember a guy was wearing chains, and I wanted to make jokes about chains, and he got up and left right before I went up. Don't have expectations.
Exactly.
Don't have expectations of what you'll get out of this. Go, do it, experience it in life today, right now,
Exactly.
and just do it. And having no expectations opens the door to not being disappointed, and being happy and living your truth. But I think we should wrap it up because I got to work at 7 a.m. You got anything else you want to plug or talk about? Just Kyle So Funny on Instagram?
Yeah, man. Yo, follow me on Instagram. I'm Kylesofunny508 on
Yeah.
Instagram. That's my Instagram. Yo, follow my boy Tyler. He's
Yeah,
been
not
nothing but
Tyler
nice to me.
Leland, and
I got my feet barely in this shit, man. He's so
I
good
mean,
to me.
You hit the ground running, and you are an inspiration to me, my dog. Have a
You're an
great night,
inspiration
and
to me,
thank you for
man.
being on this.
Thank you, bro.
All right.
Llegado el momento de presentarles a Mujeres Tuna, una artista maravillosa.
Low on love, high on drugs. I'm tryna explain me, you tryna add on us. Never really know when enough is enough. I can tell by the boost I'm a lot of the club. I don't got a nice way to say this. Got love for you, but I'm not in love. It's cool, you could say that we dating. We spend our weekends at the days in. On a panorama penthouse views. You play games and end up in the lose-lose. Made my choice, you still saying choose. Told you I was the one, never said it was with you. Just like the pictures that I post and you in.